We call it Mount Everest. It is a name synonymous with the ultimate peak of human achievement, a symbol of nature's grandest scale. But here is a shocking truth. George Everest, the man the mountain is named after, never actually saw it. He didn't climb it, he didn't photograph it, and most importantly, he was not the one who calculated its height. While the British colonial machine was busy carving its name into the maps of the world, the real work was being done in a dusty office in Calcutta by a 19-year-old mathematical prodigy. Meet Radhanath Sikdar, a Bengali genius and the world's first human computer. He is the man who actually discovered the roof of the world, only to have his name systematically erased from the very history he helped write. Today, we reclaim the summit for the man who conquered it with nothing but a pen, paper, and the power of his mind. In the 1830s, the British Empire was obsessed with a project of staggering proportions, the Great Trigonometrical Survey of India. This wasn't just a map-making exercise, it was the Victorian equivalent of the space race. The goal was to measure the entire Indian subcontinent with mathematical precision. It was grueling, dangerous work. Surveyors carried massive brass instruments weighing over 1,000 pounds through malaria-infested swamps and tiger-dense jungles. But raw data is useless without someone to interpret it. Enter Radhanath Sikdar. Recruited at the age of 19 from Hindu college, his mathematical brilliance was so undeniable that George Everest himself, then the Surveyor General, called Sikdar a hardy mathematician and a special genius. Sikdar was promoted to the position of chief computer. In those days, a computer wasn't a machine. It was a job title for the elite few who could perform high-velocity, high-precision calculations. While others were in the field, Sikdar was the brain at headquarters, developing new formulas to account for the Earth's curvature. He was the one turning thousands of chaotic measurements into a coherent reality. For years, the highest mountain in the world was thought to be Kangchenjunga, but there was a mysterious point in the distance known simply as Peak 15th. Because Nepal was closed to foreigners, surveyors had to take measurements from over 100 miles away. In 1852, the raw data for Peak 15 landed on Sikdar's desk. This wasn't simple addition. To find the true height, Sikdar had to master spherical trigonometry. He had to account for atmospheric refraction, the way light bends as it passes through different temperatures of air, which can make a mountain look thousands of feet taller or shorter than it actually is. Working in isolation in Calcutta, Sikdar spent years refining his calculations. One morning in 1852, he reportedly rushed into the office of the new Surveyor General, Andrew Waugh, and shouted, "Sir, I have discovered the highest mountain in the world." He calculated Peak 15 at exactly 29,002 feet. Here is the mind-blowing part. Modern satellite technology and GPS measure Everest at 29,032 feet. 170 years ago, using only his brain and basic instruments, Radhanath Sikdar was accurate to within 0.1%. He didn't just find a mountain, he achieved a feat of mental endurance that remains one of the greatest scientific triumphs in human history. So why isn't it called Mount Sikdar? The answer lies in the politics of colonial erasure. When it came time to name the discovery, Andrew Waugh ignored the local names like Chomolungma or Sagarmatha. Instead, he proposed naming it after his predecessor, George Everest. Everest himself actually protested, noting that his name was difficult to pronounce in local languages. But the British establishment wanted a monument to their own. The erasure of Sikdar didn't stop at the name of the peak. In the 1851 Manual of Surveying, Sikdar was credited for his revolutionary chapters on mathematics. However, in the 1891 edition, published after his death, his name was scrubbed entirely from the book. A man who provided the mathematical backbone for the entire survey of India was relegated to the status of a colonial clerk. His intellectual property was stolen to bolster the prestige of the empire. The human computer was treated as a disposable component of the British machine.